Hey guys, what's up? My name's Danny, aka Thriftfish. I'm an online fashion reseller full-time. I sell mostly used clothing on Poshmark, eBay, and Mercari. And today is Friday, so it is a sip and ship video. So every Friday I put out a video where we do a ship with me. So I'll be packing up my orders from Wednesday through today. As well as chatting a little bit about reselling, and I definitely have some topics prepared today. We'll be delving a little bit into my numbers from November and just kind of talk about how that might inform my December. I did this kind of last month and it was a pretty big hit with you guys, and I like doing this kind of stuff, so I thought I'd incorporate it again today. And I do have a little bit of a special announcement, but I actually realized that this is a sip and chip video and I didn't grab my drink, so let me do that really quick. I'm still on a tea kick, so that's what I've got today. So let's go ahead and get into it. I actually have quite a few eBay sales that randomly popped up last night. I feel like my eBay store has been really slow lately, but all of a sudden last night, like 4 or 5 orders just came through, so I'm happy about that. Let's just start with what's on top, which is an Elizabeth and James silk blouse. It sat in my closet for a little bit. I actually have to steam this quickly before I ship it. Turn my steamer on. A little too wrinkly to send for my liking, but it's got like a little eyelash detail on the neckline, so very just pretty dainty silk Elizabeth and James blouse. I know that this brand is now sold at Kohl's. I actually found a pair of jeans that were new with tags with the Kohl's tag on it, so I did not pick those up. But some items are still, I think, worth more before they were sold at Kohl's. Just de-wrinkle it enough. And I'm gonna let it sit before I pack it up so it dries first. But, okay. So I'll just let this sit here for a second while I explain my announcement. So it is December 2020. We are heading towards the holidays, and this has been a rough year for all of us. If you did not catch Nicole State's video on her channel this week about the reseller giving tree, her and I and a couple other friends, Levitica and Lori, and some other friends helping out a little bit as well, are putting together a reseller giving tree hosted on Dreamlist. Right now we are just taking submissions, so if you have a small need, if you are struggling this year with anything, whether it's you need help with your business, you need a friend, you just need a cup of coffee, maybe a gift card or two for gifts this season. If there's just something you need and you know you've been given to others and maybe not giving to yourself or whatever it is, we are taking your submissions via a Google form. This came from Nicole State's post, a small needs post she did last week. And the response to it was so great. I think there were over 1,800 comments on it, so people putting in their small needs and other people coming in to fulfill them. So we wanted to make it a little bigger and a little easier to access and kind of navigate through, because the comments got really hard to scroll through. And we want to be able to help this community as much as possible this season. So whether you have a small need or you want to give this season, next Wednesday is the day that the list will go live. So if you want to give a gift to someone who needs something, I will update you next week on that as well. But if you have questions, you can go to Nicole State's channel, and I'm also going to be providing all the links you need in my description as well. So we would really love to help as many people as possible. We've had over 100 responses so far, so please do not be shy. Yeah, so we're very excited to bring that to you. You should definitely go watch the video where we explain the whole thing. That'll probably do a little bit better than my explanation right now. But anyway, I think this blouse is ready to go, so I'm gonna go ahead and pack it up. This is a Poshmark sale, if I didn't already mention that. Because it's silk, I'm gonna wrap it. I don't usually wrap items that go in a box, but this is particularly delicate. I'm just going to throw a layer of paper on it before it goes in the box. I'm just kind of protective of silk items like that. Slide that in there, throw my little thank you card in. If you are new here, welcome. I put out reselling videos every Tuesday and Friday. Every Friday is this kind of format, a sip and ship, where you get to see my sales and we get to chat a little bit about what's going on in the reselling world. And Tuesdays I put out, either a haul video, a what sold video, tips and tricks, anything pretty much else will go on Tuesday. But check out my channel, I have lots of videos, and if you're not already subscribed, please go ahead and subscribe. Any subscribing you can do, or watching or liking, would be greatly appreciated. You guys have already been rocking it. Okay, this one's ready. Slap the label on there. And if you like this video, go ahead and give it the thumbs up. Okay. Next we're gonna do this pair of Mojave slippers. If you didn't see, where did I show these? I don't know. I showed them, I think, on an Instagram haul. But these are a popular slipper brand. There's a snap on the back. You can remove this like rubber, plastic, some kind of sole. So you can wear them inside or outside. And they've got like the little convertible back. So you can slip them on or wear them like shoes. I have a pair. Okay, I'm gonna pack these up. These are great for this time of year especially. They can be great gifts, but I got an offer for these just a little bit ago for $35, so not bad at all. I also still have one pair of these slippers left in my closet. I found the summer version as well, which is this version is like a wool, and then they have like a mesh breathable summer version as well. So I found a pair of those at the same store. It's ready to go. This is a Vince sweater, a Vince turtleneck that's sold on eBay. Just this really cozy little boxy fit oatmeal turtleneck from Vince. This one had a lot of interest on like all platforms. So I do want to talk a little bit about November 2020 sales. I'll even go a little bit more in depth than I did last month. I was doing my numbers and just kind of writing everything down I wanted to talk about on this video. So I'll kind of go over my top 5 or top 3 best-selling categories and brands like I did last time, and then talk a little bit more about numbers as well. Oh, of course it is. Ugh. It's a first class package. I can't send it in this box. Should have checked it. Okay, that one's ready to go. So let's talk about my top selling categories. This is just on Poshmark, so I had to think about that. Just going over my best selling on Poshmark stats, and then we'll talk a little bit overall as a whole for my reselling business. In November, my number 1 selling category was shoes. No surprise, I sold 27 pairs of shoes. That's pretty good for me. I really can't stop picking up shoes, so high shoe sales is the goal. And then the second place was a tie for dresses and then pants and jumpsuits. I sold 18 of each. So 18 dresses and then 18 pairs of pants / jumpsuits, rompers, whatever. Then the next was 14 pairs of jeans, 11 tops, and 9 sweaters. Tops ends up being a high category, I realize, because my sweatshirts go in the tops category, and I do pick up and sell a lot of just like crew neck or hooded sweatshirts. So that is why my tops category ends up being still pretty high in the winter, if that makes sense. I think I was a little confused by that last month, like tops? Yeah, sweatshirts is probably what that mostly consists of. And let's do one more real quick. Let's go into even subcategories. So I realized I started with my number one first, and I probably should have counted down, but now I'm stuck that way. So my number one selling subcategory was 11 pairs of ankle boots. No surprise, I'm constantly on the hunt for a good pair of ankle boots, and I've been finding pretty good stuff as well. It's just that season, and it's a popular style. So finding good quality pairs of ankle boots is definitely going to be something I'm still keeping my eye out for. Next was a three-way tie, was 7 pairs of leggings, 7 mini dresses, and 7 pairs of skinny jeans. And then the next most popular was 6 sweatshirts, so there we go. 6 out of 11 tops were sweatshirts, and I've sold 5 pairs of flats / loafers. So that is also another popular style of shoes in my closet. So let's go ahead and pack up another sale, and then I'll talk a little bit more about numbers. What do we want to do? Let's go ahead and have a Poshmark bundle. This is a repeat buyer and watcher, so you know who you are. Thank you. It was a slow morning for me. I had a tough time waking up. I was late to my accountability call. Friday mornings were a little bit more relaxed though, so I let myself have that. Let's see. But yeah, it's just rainy. It's gross. I think I will do the sweatshirt first. I try to put like the most sturdy item on the bottom, or like the thickest item on the bottom of the bundle. So this first is a really cute SoulCycle New York sweatshirt. It's super soft. All right, so that'll go in there nicely like that. Next is this is an Anthro brand, or can be found at Anthro, is a Folk by Hansel from Basel. It's a really long name, but it's just a cute little sweater, lightweight sweater with ruffles on the sleeves. I think this brand can do well. I've sold 1 or 2 pieces. And the last item in this bundle is another Anthro piece. This is a Moulinette Soares little swing baby doll, some kind of dress with a really intricate beading at the top. So I thought that was really pretty. Delicate. All right, fold this up. It's got like a crepe texture to it. And because of those beads, I'm just gonna cover it. I really don't want those to come and get messed with during shipping. Okay, that should do it. Okay, let's talk about brands. My top 5 selling brands in November of 2020, starting with number 1 was Madewell. Again, this is not surprising. I'm pretty sure this made the list last month. I pick up a lot of Madewell. I try to be picky with Madewell. I try to not pick up pieces that are too basic or styles that are very old. I try to stick with more current styles, try to pick up jeans and shoes, and a couple other things that I think are cute because I'm a sucker for Madewell. Madewell does well in my closet. The next brand is Athleta. I sold 7 Athleta pieces. If you are new to my channel, welcome. I talk about Athleta a lot, but it does well, so that's why. Next was Anthropologie, which is interesting because I am slowing down on picking up Anthropologie pieces, but I think, again, I am trying to be more picky with the ones that I do pick up, so that might be why they're still hanging in there at the top, one of the top spots. And then the last spot was a tie with 3 Free People items and 3 Lululemon pieces. Those are all very standard brands that do well. Some are teetering, some I think it really depends on the style, but they're still hanging in there in my closet. So let's do one more and then I'll tell you my top 5 highest price sales in November. The good stuff, right? Okay. Let's do, I love this. I was just thinking as I got it out, like, why didn't I just keep this? But it was a good sale. This is a gorgeous Hobo International bag. If you're not aware of this bag brand, it's one of my favorites. I just learned that it is like headquartered in Maryland, which is where I live, so it makes sense that I find it fairly frequently. But this one is probably my favorite that I've ever found. It's got like this cool double strap. But this sold on eBay is one of my many random eBay sales that came in. These like leftover. I want to just kind of cushion it a little bit. Might as well reuse these things, otherwise, I don't know. Okay. Stick the card in and we'll retape this bad boy up. Let's go ahead and review my top 5 highest priced sales in November. Starting with, trying to put these in order. Oh, right, okay, so the first item, I'm gonna go actually from lowest to highest this time, just for dramatic effect. So the 5th highest selling item was a pair of a day pants. This I went over in my What Sold Fast video, so if you haven't watched that, go ahead and you'll see what the logo looks like. This was a new to me brand, but the pants sold for $72, so not a bad find at all. The next highest selling item in my closet was a pair of Freebird sleigh booties for $73. Again, it's a pair of really great styled ankle boots. Very popular, that brand sells fast. Next was the most gorgeous, or just the coolest, Zadig and Voltaire rock and roll turtleneck merino wool tunic sweater. Very cool, sold for $80. It was also new with tags. Again, I think in my What Sold Fast video I went over, could have sold that for more, but was happy with a quick offer that I got on it. So the next item was a pair of Fry boots. I need to look up the style. I just wrote Fry and the price and forgot to tell myself which pair of Fry boots. But those sold for $82. I think they sold full price. That was a Google buyer outright bought those boots for me. They're like a tan leather pair of Fry boots. And the last and highest selling sale in my closet in November 2020 was a this is so good. I've been searching for Madewell transport totes at thrift stores for a long time, and I finally found one, and it was this gorgeous green nubuck leather medium transport tote. It was missing the shoulder strap, but that didn't stop it from selling full price for $86. So that was another really amazing sale. That bag was gorgeous. So those are my top 5 highest selling sales, highest price sales in November 2020 on Poshmark. Okay, moving on with the packing. We have a pair of gorgeous suede, and this is like a super soft suede. Probably the softest I've ever felt. Pair of Stuart Weitzman booties. These are I would say this is probably a pretty current style, but these sold on Poshmark last night. This person is buying these as a birthday present to themselves, and this, I think, is a great birthday present to yourself. Okay. And after this one is all just eBay shoe sales. So I have 3 pairs of shoes that sold on eBay in the last 2 days. All right, now we're gonna get to the juicy part, which is a little bit about my numbers as a whole. for my reselling business. I was $437 shy of my gross sales goal, which was $6,000. So I made just a little over $5,500 total Poshmark, eBay, and Mercari, or any direct sales, which I don't think I had any in November, which is not bad. That's my second highest grossing month. So I'm still not upset with that. I do have the goal of hitting 6K gross. That's just my repeated goal until I hit it. But I was very close. Like I said, second best month in gross sales. However, it was my highest month in profit. So that means I am growing my average sale price and or lowering my cost of goods, which is really great. Definitely something I've been trying to work on, and I am very happy that profit is growing because that is really important. It's not just gross or net that you need to look at. My average sale price was $33. So that I think has been pretty average. In the last couple months, it's been averaging around 30 to 33. This might be the highest it's been. I think last month might have been around 32. And that is really comfortable for me. I am looking to either stay around there or maybe bump it up just a little bit more, maybe to the 40 range, but I really love the clothing that I sell right now, so I will probably be sitting in this 30 to 40 range, ideally. I'm gonna go ahead and start packing up another pair, and then I'll go into a little bit more detail after that. Okay, let's go ahead and just do these little cute Zara flats. These are pretty minimal. They are Zara Woman. I just thought they were a cute modern style, and they sold on an offer for $22 on eBay. Last two here. Let's. Oh, paper is fallen. And then two more little stats for you. From last month to this month, my average days for something to sell listed in my closet was went down from 32 to 27, so dropped down 5 days. That's not bad. I really like to stay within the month range or less. I don't like things to sit for too long in my closet. I think 90 days is great in and out. At most. I want to be picking up things that sell fairly fast, that are desirable, that people want. Not trying to store things for a long period of time, as I do have some space but not a ton. So I do have a goal to try to reduce the amount of days it takes for an item to sell by sourcing desirable items and marketing them. And then my sell-through rate, so my sales versus what I listed, or my sales versus what I had available in my closet, was 40%. So 40% of the items that were in my closet in the month of November sold. That is a sell-through rate I am fairly happy with. I definitely want to challenge myself to raise it up, but that is a perfectly good sell-through rate for me. Let's go and do the second to last pair. This is a pair of little J. Crew calf hair, animal print, little block heel pumps. They are small size, 5.5, but really super cute, and they have the newer J. Crew logo. Okay, J. Crew, and then the last pair of shoes I love. Clogs are a popular style right now, and I was able to find this pair of Free People clog boot things, and these sold for $60 on eBay. I have to look that up, but I think that's right. Somebody sent an offer on those, and I had best offer on, so it did auto accept it, and that definitely brought me a smile yesterday. But I hope me sharing some of my stats for November were helpful. My goal for December is just to kind of keep the consistency up. Things are a little wonky around the holidays, hard to stay consistent, but I don't plan to do much traveling or event going this year, staying at home, so trying to be safe. So I will probably be able to stay maybe more focused on my business this year than in other years, but that doesn't necessarily mean that the buyers will still be focused on buying this time of year. Things are tough, but I'm just gonna keep my head down and keep listing and hope to keep selling. Things are still holding fairly steady. Like I said, my goals are to just kind of keep steady and start thinking about 2021 and what that year is going to look like and what my goals are there. So let me know what your goals are for December of 2020 or this month or whatever month you're watching. I don't care. I want to know your goals. Go ahead and drop those in the comments. Luckily, I do have lots of fun videos planned for the next coming weeks. Lots to talk about, some projects I've saved up for days where I'm not sourcing as much. So hopefully there'll be some fun videos coming out this month and ever more in the future. Okay. Glad we could hang out today. Again, please check out the links to the reseller giving tree. I will most likely mention again next week when it is open for giving, but the information for that will be linked. I'll be back on Tuesday with another video. Thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you again real soon.